Hello and welcome to my hero profile. I'm Moz and I will be featuring my OTK hero deck profile. We'll jump right in. So for the elemental heroes, start off with 3 elemental hero Strauss. It is the most important part of the deck because it searches any hero card that you need and isn't restricted to elemental heroes as well. We play 2 elemental hero Shadow Mist. You only really play 2 because you don't really want to open it, but you'd like to summon it off Hero Lives. So if you draw it, it's dead and Hero Lives can't summon it from deck. So the idea is that you grab Mass Change when it's special summoned, which you do off Hero Lives, or if you were to send it to the grave, which is also good because you just add any hero from your deck to your hand. And 1 Liquid Soldier. It's a draw 2, gives you a discard so it can set your grave up, and it's just really good in general because if you're in a grind, you can normal summon it and then bring a hero back and then start your plays all over again. For the Vision hero package, we play 3 Faris, which pitches any hero to summon itself, which equips Vision hero Increase. I only play it at 1. I would advocate it at 2 as well, like if you're playing at a competitive event, because if you do draw it, it is dead. So playing 2 isn't wrong either, but for now I've just played the 1. And then Vision hero Increase tributes Faris to summon Vion, which I played 2 of. It's a foolish for any hero, and then you can banish any hero from your graveyard to add polymerization from your deck, which helps you summon even more like brilliant hero cards that enable your OTKs. For the Destiny heroes, play 2 Malicious, that too, but it's really good and it gives you so many free bodies, and you accompany it with Denier, which can also put back the Malicious, and so you basically get to activate Mali 3 times anyway, and so you get the benefit of it even if it was at 3. So if it was at 3, it would be even worse. And then Plasma. So even going second, you can hard mate this, and then it negates all your opponent's face-up cards, so they cannot activate anything, and all their effects are negated, so they don't really get a choice in it. And it also gets rid of a threat by equipping it. Really underrated. 3 Adusted Gold, because Malicious Bane is ridiculously good, and just nukes the board. And it just easily enables these OTKs, and since it's just a 1 card, and you have access to level 5s and higher all over the place, very easily accomplishable to get Bane out and just OTK. Hero Lives, quite a steep cost to summon a hero. If you're going second, you're going all in, and you just want to get it done and dusted as quick as possible. But since it's come back to 3, like the deck is ridiculously consistent, like, and a lot more consistent than it was. Play 3 Mass Change, which search off of the Shadow Mist, but playing 3 as well, you want to be able to see these in your opening hands, because then you can either dedicate the search off of Mist to another hero that you want instead of searching another change, but it's also a non-once per turn, so if you open multiple copies of it, it's also really good. 2 Polymerization, it just extends into more heroes, and you can loop it back with Wonder Driver, or you can just search it off of Vion, which I also believe there's a soft once per turn on that. So it's really good. You don't want to play 3 though, because it can be quite cloggy. 1 Miracle Fusion, which you set off of Sunrise. It's really good because it just vanishes the materials required for any elemental hero from your graveyard. So you just summon Absolute Zero, and then you can either ditch the Absolute Zero with another card, fuse it off, or even pop it to then blow up your opponent's monsters, or even just make another elemental hero. Fusion Destiny is so important because if your main combo gets interrupted with, Fusion Destiny allows you to just carry on with your plays anyway, because you have access to Bane, you have access to DPE, and you also have access to the Cross Crusader loop. So you still get to OTK, you just get locked into the darks, which heroes really don't mind. So you still get the full combo. Dark Calling, it's a bit of a brick, but you search it off of a dusted, in order to summon out the Malicious Bane. Rota, it's a hero deck. They're all warriors. Gotta play it. And one emergency call. Playing 3 of this, I'm not a fan of because you play so many searches in this deck anyway, and E-call is restricted to searching elemental. Hero! So 1 is okay. And then heroes need to play board breakers or even just like really good insulated staples against the meta. So what I've chosen, especially in a Castera format, is 3 triple tactics talent. So those mandatory effects that are triggered off of Arise Heart and Shanghaiara, like this can become live very easily, and then you just steal something, or you can do something else with it. And then 3 Book of Eclipse, which just Book of Moons the entire field. Even against any other combo-based deck, you could just flip everything face down and then destroy everything with the extra deck heroes, which just is insane. For the extra deck, I played 2 Cross Crusader. The second really doesn't come up that much, but it can do. But the idea is that you loop the Destiny heroes and then you tribute them off. So you get them back in grave so they can reuse their effects, except the Naya, which is once per duel. But when you do tribute one off, you can search any hero card. So you can add a Dusted for that OTK, or you could just add any hero that you need that'll help. Wonder Driver, it's a little bit susceptible to Nibiru, but if you start doing a Sunrise Dance underneath it, you can get hold of Miracle Fusion, you can draw 2 off Liquid Soldier and loop back Poly twice, which is overpowered. And then Dread Decimator, it helps you boost your attack on the field. It doesn't come up too much, but when you've genuinely got so many resources available when this does come out, you're just guaranteeing wins whilst also maintaining card advantage. Elemental Hero, The Shining. It recurs back elemental heroes when it's sent. Don't really summon it too much, but in the side deck, if you're playing something like Super Poly, or if you need another name, like you can use your opponent's light monster. Same with Absolute Zero and Escudo, because they use other attributes on the field with just another hero, so you can have Super Poly in your side. And then obviously Escudo, or the Dark one, it just, again, it gets big, so it just helps you get an OTK if you genuinely have no other name. But I don't really go into these two too much. You have Elemental Hero Sunrise. This is the most important one when you're really getting into that build of the board. Like, you get the Miracle Fusion, you can do the Wonder Driver dance where you just recur back the Poly and just generate a ton of advantage. And with Miracle Fusion as well, you can make Absolute Zero off of it by just banishing the Liquid Soldier and summoning something more valuable off the Liquid Soldier first. Mass Hero Blast. It's a quick effect MST, but the reason you play it is because Stratos is also a win. So if your opponent tries to interact with Stratos with Imperm or Veiler or just something that negates its effects, you can use Mass Change to tag Stratos out while its effect is activated and summon Blast. So you dodge the effect, you still get your search, and then this is also a quick effect MST, which doesn't suck. 2 Dark Law. Macro is really good, especially one-sided macro. And then if your opponent searches a card, you get to rip one out of the hand. So it is stupid and so easy to use, especially with the Mass Change and being able to search Mass Change. It's mandatory in here. Absolute Zero. It is Raigeki when it's sent or when it leaves the field, unless it's spun back, in which case it no longer triggers. So the idea is that I would save Mass Change, or like if I could have a Mass Change play with this, I would tag Absolute Zero out and go into Mass Hero Acid. So I would get rid of Absolute into Acid, so then Chilling 1, Chilling 2, I get a Raigeki and a Feather Duster, which then leaves my opponent wide open with no cards in order to just OTK. DPE, it's a really good card. It's free pop and it constantly recurs back every turn, so it gives you a little bit of grind, and it also just is a powerhouse. And decreasing your opponent's attack points as well for every hero card in your grave, you can get everything super low, and then all the heroes ended up get boosts off of random little things, which again just makes OTKing so much easier. Vision Hero Trinity. This is sort of like, if you can't OTK, but like you've got something left, like, and that seals the deal. That becomes 5k, can attack 3 times. It's sort of that last resort that you have in the extra deck that'll just get you the win, and you don't deserve it, but it's brilliant because it's massive. And then finally, Evil Hero Malicious Bane, which just blows up, I believe, all monsters or cards. But most importantly, it can't be destroyed by battle card effects, and it is ridiculously good. And then gains attack equal to the amount of cards you destroyed. So, very good to play the Adusted package. That was my hero deck profile. Thank you for tuning in. Please like, comment, subscribe. I'd love to hear your opinions and views, and I will happily respond to all of them. Hope you enjoyed. Thank you very much.